Pronto, Vincenza.
Oh, pronto, Randy, and welcome everyone. Did you miss us?
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 6. Can you believe it's episode 6 of Pronto podcast?
No.
I love it. I love it. Very excited to be here and excited to chat with everyone that's tuning in and welcome everyone to our lifestyle podcast, which we're here to talk about all things beauty and all things life has to offer. So it could be from inspiration stories, current events, anything that just mental health awareness. We love to talk about everything on Pronto podcast. So welcome back, everyone, and welcome to all of our new listeners. So excited. How are you, Randy? What's been new?
Really good. Your skin looks fabulous.
Oh, why, thank you. I appreciate that. So I have to give credit where it's due. Randy has been so gracious and generous in helping me with my skin. I've expressed to Randy over the past few months that I've been having some issues with my skin, and I'm very diligent. You know I am. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm very diligent with my skincare regime. And I've been having some issues. I think my skin's going through some major changes. And I know that your skin does occasionally go through changes with the seasons, but this is a little different. And I was expressing to Randy how I've been having some issues with my skin. And it's been so difficult trying to figure it out, especially since I'm on camera so much. I wear so much makeup and then I wash my face. And I'm very good with that. I don't ever sleep with my makeup on. So I always wash my face right away, but I'm always trying to take this really good makeup off. And sometimes you're stripping away at the skin and it's causing the skin to be very dry or it's not getting enough moisture. So I was expressing to Randy about my concerns and he introduced me to his line that he sells at all of his Curry hair, skin and nail salons called Carello, correct? Carello. And it's by Curry. And it's been absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for introducing me to the skincare products. I've been using the serums. So I've been using the face serum and the eye serum. I'm all about eye cream. I love eye cream. I think eye cream is extremely important. And I've been using the eye cream and I love both serums. I've also been using the moisturizer. And that one was the game changer. So was there a special name for the moisturizer?
Anti-aging face cream.
Okay, anti-aging face cream. And it has lavender
and
olive oil. And I think that's what the two secret ingredients that's been helping my skin so much. And I really, really am grateful that you introduced me to the moisturizer and the face cream. I did have a chance to try the body butter. I believe that the body moisturizer, wow. Yeah. So if you haven't had a chance, trust me when I say that I'm not just saying it to say it. It really does work. And I do appreciate you helping me out.
Looking at you, you know it works.
Thank you. Thank you. I know, especially going into the colder months and the colder seasons, we have to take care of our skin, and moisturizing your skin is very critical. Really, really important. And I'm susceptible to breakouts, especially if I don't moisturize correctly. And hydration is key, not just for your body and making sure you're drinking plenty of water, but also making sure you're putting plenty or the right moisturizer on your skin. Yeah. So thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Wait, one thing. I also have been literally using almost every day the Italian Kiss, the lip balm. I use it right before I put on my lipstick. So I put my lip liner on and then I put the lip balm and then I wait a little bit and then I put my lipstick and I end with that. And it's been the best. So I love how it pairs well with lipstick. Sometimes when you combine products, it rolls right off or it doesn't mesh well, but the Italian Kiss works.
It's becoming a really big seller in the
Oh, it is. Yeah. So people have been purchasing and you've been getting good reviews.
Yeah. And people who use lip balm all the time, they like the consistency. It's not too oil or sticky or soft.
Right.
Yeah. And it all natural.
Yes. It's great. I love it. The fact that it pairs so well with my lipstick that I use. And I'm very particular about my lipstick and my lip liner because I want it to last. Yep. It pairs very well. So thank you for introducing me to all these amazing products. Like I said, that, you can get all of these products at all the Curry Hair, Skin and Nail locations. Right. And I know that as soon as you walk into the salons, it's the first thing you see is all the products. So you can't miss it. But I'm sure if you just go to the website, you can find out more information.
Yeah, and we have a big online sales site.
Oh,
So we have like 700 products online.
wow. Okay, so I have more to try.
Yeah.
I've only tried a few, so I have to try more. How exciting. All right. So I know we have to talk about this because it is probably the most exciting thing that's happened in the last 24 hours. Phillies.
Wow.
What a game.
Yeah.
What a game. Phillies are going to the World Series,
Yeah.
making history.
Philadelphia is electrified.
Yes,
Right.
you said it perfectly. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's electric right now.
Yeah.
You can just feel the energy everywhere I'm going, and just all day. Everyone's so excited. Everyone's wearing their Phillies gear, and it's just it's special for the area. It's special for the community. It's special for the area, and I think we really needed this. And Bryce Harper, he made history with that home run.
Right.
Really just changing the game, and we needed that. So shout out to Bryce Harper. But again, go Phillies. Super excited to support our home team, and we'll see what happens for the World Series, right?
Eagles too, like undefeated.
That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, Philly is just doing a great job right now. Philly sports. All right. Well, in honor of all the celebratory athletics that are happening around us, especially with the Phillies and the Eagles, we'll tie in both. Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails is offering a promo code. So actually, Pronto 20 is the promo code. So for a one-time deal, for all of our listeners tuning in, you have a chance to shop the experience at currydayspa.com and just plug in that Pronto 20 code and receive 20% off all products on the Curry site. So if you want to take advantage of the lip balm, the Italian Kiss, the moisturizer that has lavender and olive oil in it, which is the anti-aging moisturizer cream that I love, and the serums, 20% off. I mean, that's a deal.
And we also have lots of candles and Lavco, and we just got a Nest in. So we have a large assortment of candles and aromatherapy. So
you have a plethora of items to select from. So no excuses. Make sure you take advantage of the one-time offer code, the promo code we're offering, Pronto 20. Take advantage of it. 20% off all products. All right. Well, we have another exciting show. We have an amazing guest. We cannot wait. So our guest that we have today is Matiko Mamaladze. I think I said it right. Matiko Mamaladze. And she, beautiful name. Again, I have such an appreciation for unique names, beautiful names. So Matika will be our guest today. And Matiko we're talking about her oil paintings. And you'll see, right there on the screen. She is obviously an artiste, an illustrator. She is known for her oil paintings that often depict beautiful, emotional, vivid stories played out by characters that masterfully draw empathy from the viewer. She also paints keenly observed and richly textured style life subjects. So she's very talented, but she's internationally recognized, and she's an award-winning artist whose paintings are in collections in both Europe and the US. She lives and creates everything in Media, Pennsylvania, so near Philadelphia. So she's not far from us, but we're very excited to have her on the show. So let's welcome Matiko.
Hi, Matiko.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
We're so excited to have you on the show.
Yes.
And Vincenza, thank you for not butchering my name.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I was practicing. I was like, I don't want to mess up her name.
It was perfect.
Oh, thank you. That means so much to me. For everyone that's tuning in, I have a very long, complicated name, Vincenza Carrieri Russo, but the way it sounds is not the way it's spelled. So obviously everyone just butchers it, but I'm so used to it. But when I have the opportunity to pronounce someone's name, and I want to always make sure I get it right. So thank you for the compliment. So Matiko, let's get right into it. Let's talk about, let's give a background. So who is Matiko?
I'm from Georgia originally. I'm from a very artistic family. My grandfather, whose name is Mamaladze, actually, I never changed my maiden name. He was a very successful and well-known artist in Georgia. He was a professor at the Academy of Fine Arts for a long time, and then later, when I went to the academy to study, his students were my professors, my mentors. So
Wow.
that was really, really sweet and interesting. What they were telling me all kinds of stories about him, because I didn't know him. I never met him. I actually did. I was 2 years old when he passed. So I always wanted to have a conversation with him.
Mhm.
But all I know is stories from my mother, from his students, and he passed when he was like 52. So imagine how young he was. So
Yes.
I always wanted to meet with him, but and my mother is an artist as well. So I grew up surrounded with this richly saturated colors and paintings all around me, and also the music in my family, musicians. My father was a first violinist in college years when he was in college. So, and I also graduated from the music school with, I play piano and sometimes guitar as well, just for
Wow.
myself.
So you're musically oriented, obviously, and you have a
I
music
am, yes,
background.
I am. And then I married my artist husband, whose mother was an opera singer. So my
Wow.
boys are also surrounded with art, music or paintings, or the house is full of art, as you
Wow.
can see.
Yes, we can see. What a beautiful background. We thought our background was nice.
Yeah.
You take the cake for having such a creative, beautiful background. And I love that it's, I wish we can get a little closer to the screen to see everything around you. But I'm assuming those are all of your paintings and artwork.
Yes, this is my actually my art wall, I call it, and I frequently change it. So sometimes there appear my husband's paintings, my son's, my grandfather's. So
Wow.
it's like a fun art wall in the house.
Matika, I was telling Vincenza, you paint, you just paint. You don't draw first. You paint a picture with paint. Like
Yes.
I think it's amazing.
So my approach to the canvas is that I don't like to sketch, because I think like if I sketch, all my emotions are down on that paper or sketchbook. And then when I go to canvas, I have nothing to say. So I rather start right on canvas and really work on my canvas. And of course, I change it, scrape it off. And, it's a working process. It's physical, it's very intense, but I love it.
Oh,
I can't imagine doing anything else.
I can see that you are very an inspiring artist.
Thank
Now,
you.
what inspired you to become an artist? Like, where did the passion stem from? Obviously, you have a creative background, a music-oriented background. So, what really brought it to life that you wanted to make a career out of it?
This is interesting because I thought I prepared somewhat my speech, but this is going. So, okay. Growing up, as I mentioned, I took piano lessons. I graduated from the music school. Also, I really wanted to be an actress.
Oh,
Because in my family, from my grandmother's side, there were some actresses and musicians. So I had like three um, kind of things for me going, which is piano,
okay.
drawing or painting, art, and being an actress, because I used to act all the time growing up in my family, for my, for our guests and at home, like we all do probably. So then my music teacher mentioned that, Matiko, you should definitely go in like direction of like music and take piano and just be a musician. But then growing up and having all this art around me, and my mom was painting. She's a women's clothes designer, so
Okay.
I really was surrounded with the art. And then I started painting at the very early age. My mom says at the age of 3.
Wow.
She
So
saw it. She saw it that
she
young.
saw it. So, and then I chose the path, and then I went to the art school first, which was for 4 years. And then I went to the Academy of Fine Arts, which was for 6 years. So I had like 10 years of education, and I graduated with a master's degree in fine arts.
Wow.
And I mean, everything around was inspiring to become an
Right.
artist.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, we can tell. Obviously, Randy has shared with me a little back end story about you and said how incredible you are and how talented you are. So
you.
we were just like super excited to have you on the show, and so honored to have you on the
Yeah.
show.
Thank
So
you.
I do have another question. Speaking of inspiring, what is your greatest inspiration when it comes to creating your artwork?
Great question.
So what inspires me, what inspires any other artist, but especially me, I'm very people oriented person. I like to be with people, interacting with people. So I am also known as a romance artist,
Oh,
which means I paint lots of couples. You can
oh.
probably tell from some pieces. I'm known for, yes, right.
Is this an example right
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
this is
yes.
beautiful.
Everybody knows me as a romance artist. So I paint couples, like lovers,
Oh, I love
hugging or
this.
kissing, or um,
And look
so
at the detail.
people inspire me. This is one of my, I love it myself. It's called balance.
Oh,
So
nice.
yes, I like to paint people, but also I paint still lifes, as you can tell, and landscapes as well. Sometimes with my husband we go to plein air and do like nature. Painting nature is one of my also favorite subject.
Very
So yeah, life
nice.
inspires me. Anything can inspire me. A song can inspire me, or poem, or any scenery that I see, people hugging or kissing, cafe scenes. So,
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I have a question just to make sure I
yes,
understand. You paint, obviously, you love to paint people and couples and you
yes.
see a romantic artist right here. What would you paint? Do you paint them live or is it they send you a picture and then you paint it?
Good question. These days, like everybody's using reference photos, like
Mm.
take pictures, and I never use it. I, in fact, refuse to use a
Ah,
photo, but it doesn't mean I wouldn't look at the picture or photo or something to inspire me. But most of the time, it's from my head. It's what I experienced. Maybe I saw it somewhere. Maybe I was at the cafe, or I saw, couple sitting, hugging, or at the show you have another painting. Maybe later we can show. Um, so it's mostly from my imagination.
oh, I love
I
that.
make up those things. In my head, I make up. Then I maybe think about it for a while, and then it all comes out on the canvas.
It's
Beautiful.
incredible. Like,
And maybe I'll jump a little bit forward. The wedding painting you have, it's called "I Love You More." That
The
last
one
one.
we were just showing.
No,
that,
no, you
that's
probably will go. We'll show this later.
Is this
Well,
it?
no, not this
Okay,
one.
okay.
The wedding one. But what I'm saying is that wedding was a commission work. And this is the moment when I feel the best. I mean, the
Ah,
best. I'm with people. I'm right there painting the scene. And it's just, that's my life.
wow.
And then I, of course, named it I Love You More. And
mm.
I started it at the wedding. This is another one. I'll talk a little bit. I started the wedding, so I was there for 5 hours, live event painting. I was there for 5 hours, and then I finished it at home. This one,
Mm.
yes, this
Wow.
one. So I
Ah,
wanted to capture the best moment, like they just
oh, it's beautiful.
kiss and people dancing, and it was the blue theme. It was just gorgeous. I'm
That's
so
beautiful.
thankful for that opportunity. Yeah.
incredible detail. Like I can't imagine, like you just paint, like it's not drawing.
Right.
Paint.
Right. No, it's beautiful that you're able to capture this moment
Right.
and bring it to
And
life on a canvas. And now, were you able to sell this painting to the wedding
yes,
party?
Yeah.
Okay.
this was a commission, so it was
Okay.
already commissioned. It
Okay.
was all planned, and I was there. And then I took it home. I started most of the painting. I advanced it there, and then I took it home and finished it in a month,
Beautiful.
probably.
That's
And they
beautiful.
already have the painting, and oh my God, the moment when you give the painting to the owners, it's priceless.
Oh wow.
Oh, I'm
It
sure.
truly is.
I'm
Yeah.
sure the value of the
For me,
expression.
it's
Yes.
yeah. For me, and see the expressions on their faces, and it's just, to me, it's priceless.
Wow.
That's beautiful. Well, I have to think about that maybe
Yeah.
for my wedding someday, or anybody,
Yeah.
any future brides that are listening. If you need a painter to paint live, this is a great gift, but also a memory that Matiko is able to capture. And this right here really tells a story. If you can see, you just see everyone is full of joy. Everyone's
Oh,
celebrating a couple coming together and families coming together, and everyone looks like they're celebrating, they're laughing, they're dancing. And you see, like, you could see like the either it's the bride's parents or the groom's parents on the side just watching,
yeah,
and everyone's just full of joy, and you
that's
capture that.
true.
Yeah.
Vincenza, can I say something?
Of course.
The older woman in the corner, you probably see in left
Yes.
corner,
The
that's
purple dress.
yeah, yes, that's bride's grandmother who
Oh,
passed like recently. And
Oh,
they had such connection. When
oh,
before I start the painting such as this, I usually ask lots of questions about, the colors, what they love, their passion, lots of questions. So I learned that they had such a great connection with. I had to incorporate her in that picture. So that's who you
beautiful.
see in the picture as
Oh,
well.
wow.
see it again. It tells a story, and then the couple that
Yes,
received this painting will always
and
look at
Yeah.
that painting and
Yeah.
think of those
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah.
yes, and creating something that will stay in someone's family and home for
Yeah.
years to come and will be cherished. It's truly an amazing feeling to
It's
me.
beautiful, and I can see what you mean about you mean about the value of their expression when they receive the painting. It really is priceless.
Yes.
I can feel, I can almost feel that, just
Yeah.
if I were to be the one receiving this painting, and how you were able to capture everyone
Mm.
looking and staring. You feel that everyone's just so excited, so proud, so happy for the newlyweds, and that's beautiful.
And and then you also see an artist back there in the background. and
Oh, is
that
that you?
and that's me.
It is. That's what I thought. We just had to
you
include
have
you, right?
you have to have some fun, and you have to yeah, so I wanted
Wow.
to be there. Well, I
What
was
size?
there. I
Sorry. What size is the painting? Like actually?
This is 24 by 30.
Wow.
Okay. Nice
It's a
painting.
large one.
Yeah,
Yes,
nice
it's a
size
large
painting.
piece.
Wow.
That's perfect.
Incredible.
That'll look lovely in someone's living room, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The
Uh,
bedroom.
yeah, either or, where maybe the family room where they walk by every day, and they wanted to be reminded of this beautiful
True.
memory. Ah, so amazing. I'm so
Wow.
glad we were able to share this painting, because this one really paints that picture. There you go. Paints that picture of what you're doing, and what your passion is, and your career. So I have to obviously ask, so which artists most inspire you? It could be one, or it can be a few, if that helps.
Sure. Um, Growing up, my favorite of all time was Van Gogh. And you
Mm,
probably can see some similar, not
Yeah.
that I'm copying or, but I loved Van Gogh. His sunflowers, his crazy strokes, and
right.
his colors. Yes. Also, I loved Gauguin because of his colors, very
Ah,
like kind of subtle, more. So those two I loved. And taste is changing. So now my favorite at this moment is Sargent,
mm.
but all-time favorite is Gustav Klimt.
Okay. So I recognized one, which is Van Gogh. I'm not too familiar with the others, but I definitely will look into this because my father actually has I guess you would say a passion for an appreciation for artwork.
Mm,
He has an appreciation for artwork and iconic pieces, and he's introduced me to a little bit. It's not like an obsession where he collects
mhm.
paintings. It's more just an appreciation and a respect for artists. And he's introduced me to a few over growing up, and I know just a little bit. So I'm glad that I'm having this interview with you because I know a little bit about what you're doing, and I respect the craft of what you're doing because yes, it is artwork, but it is a skill set that is very valuable. He's introduced me to a few Peter Max, I think it's Kincaid.
Yes.
So like that, a few that he's introduced me to, obviously Van Gogh, but just to have a background. But again, it's more about appreciation and respect for the skill set that you have and you were blessed with.
Yes.
Really beautiful, really, really
Thank you.
beautiful.
Did you go to the Van Gogh Immerse experience where
No, I
you
have not.
you were in the painting?
Oh,
Yes,
where's this at?
Philadelphia,
yes.
the
Hmm.
summer is
At the
incredible. Like
museum.
the
Yeah, I
big
have not,
room
but
that
I've heard
yeah
it's
That's
beautiful.
exciting. Well, I guess we have
Great
to check.
experience. Great experience
yeah
because I've
I
heard.
loved it. I could be in there all
Hmm.
day.
So you did experience it.
Yeah,
So it's worth checking out. Is it still available
it's
to go?
touring the country. I don't know if it's still available in
Okay.
I
Philadelphia.
don't think so, but I mean, you can look it online. Definitely, they
Yeah,
have.
it's
Hmm.
definitely worth seeing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Can
Matiko,
I? Yes,
is there anything else you wanted to share with us? I know that you did mentioned earlier. Was there
sure,
anything else you wanted to share with us or share any of the pieces that you have behind you?
sure. Can I first? Can I first show what I'm currently promoting? This is
Please.
this is my wine label. It's Lover's Wine. My interpretation of the spirit of wine. So my artwork and my son, he's an artist as well, designed this. I mean, he took my art and then designed it to go on the bottle, right? And then it has this neck ornament and it says Lover's Wine. So this is one example, and then another
Beautiful.
one here.
Wow.
So they all have titles as well. Like this one is Fragile, and I have the original back there. So depending on what kind of occasion you're going, this one called Just Married 20 Years Ago.
Oh,
So
wow.
let's say you have you are married and you want to give someone, not someone, your wife,
Yeah.
then you pick this one because it says just married 20 years ago, which time flies. So that's for that.
After
And this
20
one,
years, you want to drink a whole bottle of wine.
Oh, goodness.
yeah. So this is I'm very proud of this product actually. So that's I just wanted to share. Maybe I'll put them.
Yes. Put them over there so we can see. No, I'm glad that you were able to share
Yeah.
this with
Yes,
us and all of our
this
viewers.
one maybe I will share.
I love that
This one
background.
I just
Oh my goodness, look at that.
this is another love story that I've never even heard. It's so touching. It's based on a love. I don't want to say the names right now, but it touched me so deeply that I had to paint this, and it's called Impression.
Impression.
Wow.
How do you create the names of your paintings?
Yes, and that's
Okay.
another. I mean, I love doing that because people ask me, how do you name your title, your paintings? And so sometimes the title is first, and sometimes first is the painting and then the title.
Wow. So that gives
Wow.
you that inspiration. And that's
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And I'm so glad that you were able to share, some of your pieces with us and all of our viewers tuning in.
Thank you.
So I know that we're starting to wind down in the interview. And Randy, was
Mhm.
there anything else you wanted to ask
No,
Matiko?
I met Matiko like 15 years ago. Matiko.
I guess.
Yeah. And we started offering her greeting cards. She does the artwork on greeting cards, and they're available online at the currydayspa.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we have local artists that we feature, and Matiko's certainly one. So, I think she's incredible.
Right. Matiko, I see we have we're featuring more of your artwork as you can see on the screen. Is there anything
This,
as we go
sure.
through the pictures, is there anything you'd like to explain to us as we go through them? Like for this one example, this one
Sure.
we have up on the screen.
Yes, this one is, I just love sunflowers, and every summer I take chance and just paint them in different settings and different arrangements. So I called it Bloodline. They're of both sunflowers, yet so different, and
Mm-hmm.
they're just like brother and sister or siblings, or I just work some whimsical name I wanted to call it. But the rooster is very meaningful to me because my last name, and maybe not many people know, it's literally means of a rooster.
Oh, wow.
In
Ah,
Georgian. Yes, so I'm very
okay.
proud. And Rooster has a special place in our family.
Wow.
So that's
This is a
that.
beautiful,
I just
beautiful
wanted to
thing.
honor the rooster here.
Excellent, excellent. Now there was one before, I believe it was
Mhm.
burgundy. If you could go back to, I don't know if you're able to go back. Yeah, the burgundy and pink flowers in a vase.
Yeah.
Is this one have a name, or what was the inspiration for this one?
This one is still life with the palette knife, and the palette knife actually is my to-go tool. It's a palette knife for maybe some people means like scraping off the paint, but to me, palette knife is a painting tool, and most of my paintings are painted with a palette knife, and some are just executed with a palette knife, which I take pride in because it's very different from brush, obviously, right?
Right.
So I just painted my palette knife here, and dahlias are my favorite flowers as well.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice.
Wow.
Now, if we can go one more back, the yellow roses. And I
Yellow
think that
roses,
was the yes, this one right
that's
here.
also, yes, very special too. I was meaning my mother when I was painting this, kind of dedicated it to her, and here's why. First of all, these fire yellow roses, they're just amazing looking, and they warm my heart. Also, you can tell it's little bit, it has like meaning in a way that the heart ornament that is there represents like a heart, of course,
Mhm.
right? And then the skeleton keys, it's the key to your heart. So
Mm.
she and everybody who is who can touch people's hearts, and my mom is one of those persons who can grab you and make love you love her. So it's just
Mhm.
Wow.
I love these keys with this heart, and it's very meaningful to me.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
I know that we jumped around a little bit, but I felt it was so important to just give the description or the inspiration to the photos.
Sure.
I think we have like maybe two more we would love to share. I know we talked about the Love You More, but this one was we did show this earlier. This is the painting. Is this called, this was the romantic painting one that we
Yes,
discussed earlier, right?
yes. This is called After the Rain Stopped.
Mm,
So they're just happy couple just wandering on the streets. Yeah,
beautiful.
and just the
This is
feeling. I'm all about the feeling, how to capture the feeling, how make someone to feel what I feel. And if I can do that, then
Yeah,
I'm
I think you
accomplishing
do
something.
because it evokes feelings looking at your paintings. Like,
yes, definitely. You
really.
can tell. Was there, I think we may have one more that we will be able to showcase. before we, this one. Yep.
Oh,
Okay. So what is this one all about, Matiko?
yes. Well, Randy mentioned the detail in another painting, like wedding painting, but talking about the detail. And I was classically trained. Of course, I can paint very realistically, right? But as you can see, my paintings are not so real. I would call them stylistic paintings, right?
Mhm.
But this one I painted when I was really, really down, and I thought I was failing in something. I thought I couldn't go on. Um, this was the year of 2020 when my father passed,
Wow.
and
Mm.
I just was devastated, and it had to come out somehow. So we artists have that ability to express our emotions and say something with our brush or palette knife and put it on canvas, and it's a big relief for me. So
Right.
then somehow I painted this portrait, and this is how it was born. Or it
Yeah,
was
we can see the details, obviously. We can
such an
definitely see the
emotion in
details.
this that when I
It's a self-portrait?
it's a self-portrait.
Yeah. Yeah, I know about that.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so
Yeah.
I believe we may have one more, but I think there was one more in the rotation we wanted to feature. But if not, we definitely have. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is the final photo. I mean,
Yes.
it's so, and thank you so much for sending these photos to us so we can feature them on the
Sure.
podcast, because we felt
Thank
it was
you.
really, really important to showcase, the diversity of your paintings and the
Thank you.
story that you're able to capture and create on the canvas. And we felt that was really, really important. So thank you for sending all of this, sending all of the pictures to us. So for the final photo
Thank
or
you.
the final
Yeah.
artwork, explain this one.
This is sure. This is another my figurative work, which is it's called "We Belong to Love." So they're again walking, in the woods, just happily. And this is a little bit more detailed than maybe any other my painting, and
Okay.
figures are elongated. That's why I say it's not quite realistic painting. It's more,
Mhm.
you know, I just
Yeah.
said, and
Out of the box,
yeah,
right? Just a
right,
little.
yeah.
Yes, you went a little bit more out of the box.
Stylistic. It's more
Yes.
stylistic painting, I would say. They're elongated. It's not just very photographic painting.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Well, Matiko, we are coming to an end with the interview. And as a tradition on Pronto podcast, we always like to give all of our guests a traditional question. So the question is, if you could chat with anyone from the past or present on a podcast, who would it be and why?
This probably is the most difficult question. I probably would sit down and chat with my artist grandfather,
Wow.
because I believe he would tell me so many things, and we would have so much in common. And but I feel good because I always wanted to do his personal show, so I did it a few years ago. I did grandfather granddaughter show, which was just so touching, and now I think I accomplished and I honored him a lot. So I would sit down with my grandfather and chat.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that was the perfect answer because it hits home for
Thank you
you,
so
right?
much.
All right. So, Matiko, real quick, why don't you share with all of our listeners that are tuning in on ways they can find out more about you, what you offer, and maybe follow your journey? Would you share with us your Instagram, your social media, or your website?
Sure. Should I just say it, or?
Oh, yeah. Go for
Okay.
it.
So you can find me on www.matikoart.com, and on Instagram, Matiko Mamaladze Art, and on Facebook with this just same. And may I just say one more thing?
Of course, please.
Since the event is going on, so I still have my solo show
Oh.
going. It will be up until end of November at
Okay.
the Countryside Gallery in Newtown, Pennsylvania. So you
Very,
still
very
have time
nice.
to visit.
Maybe we
Yes.
can get you to do a picture of Vincenza and I, or Pronto. Like,
while you're having a podcast.
yeah,
Yes.
live. Huh?
It's probably me like laughing hysterically, and Randy's like smiling, like, "Oh, Vincenza."
I am meaning to go to Randy, and when he's doing haircut, I can paint his this whole action there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
I'm
perfect.
thinking about that.
But that, Matiko, I never forgot the first card you gave me was titled Lucky Man.
Oh,
And I still have it. And it
Mm.
was like a guy sitting at a table with a bottle of wine and dice.
I
Oh,
have
Remember
the original. I know. I gave you that for a reason, because this is how I think about you.
that's a
Lucky
good thing.
man.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
very nice. That's a
Yeah,
good thing.
yeah.
Matiko, thank you so much.
Can
Yes,
I
thank
say
you.
one more thing?
Oh my gosh, of course.
Yeah.
Please, please.
I just want to thank you, of course, Vincenza, and thank Randy for supporting small businesses and
Mm.
supporting creative people like myself. Thank you. Thank you for
Of
having me.
course. Oh, of course. It is our honor to have you on our podcast. And we
Yes.
wish you much success as you continue to thrive in your career as an artist, a very talented artist. And I hope to meet you in person someday. I know you know Randy, but I hope to meet you in person someday. So thank you
will.
again, Matiko.
Thanks for
Uh,
having me. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Wow. She's
We
amazing.
have the best guest.
Well, thanks to you, you brought Matiko on. I'm so excited. I really hope to meet her in person, and I really would love my dad to meet her, because my dad has such an appreciation for art and artists, and he would so love to
Why don't
even
you take
see
him to the
her.
show?
Oh, I'm sure he's tuning in. They all my
No,
parents
like-
always tune in.
No, the show that she.
Oh, the show that she's hosting.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's a great idea. So make sure you follow matikoart.com to find out more information about her showcase. Also, you can go to her Instagram page. I believe it's Matiko_Mamaladze _art. But just look up matikoart.com and all the information is there. And you'll be able to follow her and maybe hire her for your wedding or celebratory event. And she's artiste,
Maybe,
obviously.
Miss Delaware.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Randy,
And
always thinking.
Auction the painting off and
Genius. Genius.
Oh.
Genius. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
So I'll share this real quick, because I know we're starting to run out of time, and Randy and I like to talk, obviously. My dad, because speaking of, he has an appreciation for artwork. When I was Miss Delaware USA 2008, he had a painter paint a painting of me when I won Miss Delaware USA.
Oh, wow.
And that is such a keepsake for me.
Wow.
It was because it was so, first off, achieving and accomplishing of winning the title of Miss Delaware USA was a dream come true for me. It took me 9 years and over 30 pageants later.
Wow.
And I finally achieved my goal of winning the title of Miss Delaware USA. And it was very, very near and dear to me. It was important to me. And my dad knew that, because he saw how hard I was working for so long and how persistent I was and determined, and I didn't give up. And, it is discouraging when you compete and not win. It's very discouraging. And imagine doing that multiple times.
It's like they're judging you,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, like,
well, it's more so, I'm a firm believer. It's all about God's timing. And that's where it comes down to. I really believe that it wasn't my time yet, and my time happened, and I was very grateful for it. And my dad saw how happy I was, and he gifted me a painting of me in my crown and my iconic yellow gown, because everybody that knows me in the pageant world knows that I love yellow. So I treasure that painting. So, paintings are very, they have, like Matiko said, there's, they're priceless.
yeah.
You can't put a price tag on that. Like, if I were, it's so valuable to me, and I will treasure that. And it was a beautiful gift. So paintings do make a great gift.
I want to see it next show.
Okay. I'll see what
Take
I
a
could do.
picture,
It's kind of a big painting. I don't know if I'll take a picture of it and I'll show it to you. But it really was something that I will treasure forever.
Yeah,
So,
I think
all
it's
right.
real good.
Well, Randy, we're out of time.
Oh,
Well, I can't believe episode 6, but stay tuned for episode 7. We will find out more information when we will have our next episode and our next guest. Just go to Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails, all over the Instagram pages, even my Instagram page at Chenza, which is Cenza, or at Randy Curry on Instagram, and you'll be able to follow and tune in to see who will we have for episode 7.
oh, I can't wait.
All right. Well, pronto, Randy.
Pronto, Vincenza. Thank you.